Good morning, everyone. Welcome on our Monday morning for Pilates. We're going to be starting on the yoga mat today, lying on our backs. We'll be on the mat for the whole class. So lying on your back, tuck your knees into your chest and give your back a little bit of a self-massage on the floor. Taking some nice, deep, slow breaths in. So we have our Pilates today where we're going to be focusing on inner thigh. And then just settle it into the center, bring the hands on the floor, and just get a nice stretch going in the back of the legs. So we're going to extend the legs straight up, feel a stretch behind the knee, and then tuck it in. Morning, everyone. So we're just doing a tuck in, extend the legs up in the air, and then tuck them back in. Extend up, tuck it back in. Last 4, last 3, last 2, and last 1. One more little warm-up exercise. You want to open your arms out to the side. We're just going to slowly lower the legs to one side, pull it through the center, and then over to the other side. Gently going from side to side. Take your time. Stay within your range of motion of what feels good this morning. Bring it back to that breathing through your nose as much as you can throughout the class. Gonna go 4 more. 3. Last 2. Last 1. We're gonna tuck the knees into the chest again. Lift the head and shoulder blades off the floor. Give it a good tuck in and then extend everything out. So you're hovering the legs and the arms over the floor and then tuck it back in. We have 8 of those. Breathing through the nose, engaging the core. Two more times. We're going to hold the knees and relax the head on the floor. This time the heels are touching. You're going to open the knees out to the side and then straighten the legs. So I want to keep the heels touching. When you straighten the legs, you're going to separate maybe just a little. Try to keep them tapped together. So heels, starting with our first inner thigh exercise. So the knees are flaring out to the side. Straighten the legs, keeping the heels touching. Sides of the heel, the inner part of the heel. Aligning your spine, breathing. We're going to go for 8 more of these. 7, 6, 5, you got it. 4, let those knees open on the way down. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go back to that core exercise we just did. So tuck everything in, working the abs, extend the arms and legs, head, shoulder blades off the floor. Tuck it in and extend. As you're doing these for the second set here, focus on contracting the abdominal muscles. Pull it in. Extend out, take a deep breath in, exhale, tuck it in. Extend, exhale, tuck it in. Let's go 4 more. 4, tuck it in. 3, tuck it in. 2, tuck it in. 1 more time. Tuck it in. Relax that head on the floor. Let's go for our second set of those heel. Flaring, heels touching, flaring the knees, straighten the legs up in the air, and then open them out to the side. Keep the heels pressing against each other. That's where you're going to get some extra inner thigh work. Try to press that lower back into the floor just a little. You can still engage a lot of abs here. So if you touch your stomach muscle, you should be able to really engage those at the same time as starting to feel some inner thigh. We're just at the beginning for this. So make sure the knees are opening out to the side. Looks good. Open the knees as they come down and then close the knees. Open the knees really wide like a butterfly and then straight. Open them wide and then straighten them up. There you go, Petra. There we go. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. You should start to feel inner thigh. I know I am. Last 1. Tuck the knees into the chest. Let's go for a 3rd round. Lift your head and shoulder blades off the ground. Engage in the abs. Here we go. Extend. Inhale. Exhale to come in. Keep the head and shoulder blades off the ground. Stomach muscles nice and strong. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Tuck it in. Relax the head down. Straighten the legs up. Touch the heels. Flare it open. Last set here. Knees out to the side. Press it back in. Side and in. So you breathe in as your knees flare open. Just reminding you to keep pressing the heels together. Just the inside of the heels. Looks good, everyone. Looks awesome. We're gonna go 8 more. 7, 6, 5, last 4, last 3, last 1. Keep the legs up in the air, point the toes, bring it for a Pilates pulse. We're going for our next abdominal exercise, next inner thigh exercise, 3 sets of 8. Point the toe, find your angle, lift your shoulder blades, head off the floor, pulsing it out for the 100s. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. A little higher up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. Nice, Megan. 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. Lower the legs, extend the arms, give it a little stretch. And then we're gonna bring the legs back up in the air. Your left leg's gonna open up. Your right leg touches your left. Right leg opens up, left leg touches. So you're basically just going side to side. So legs are nice and wide. My left touches the right, opens up. Right touches the left, opens up. Again, we can get some good abdominal work here if you squeeze your abs while you're doing this. And if your hips are starting to feel tight, just take a break, legs down, come back up when you're ready. Last 8, last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the legs, extend it out. We have that Pilates pulse for 100. Give it a little stretch, give your hips a break here. And then let's tuck it in, lift it up, find your angle. Option, if you want, you can have one leg down. Find the angle, here we go. Shoulder blades up. 1, 2, 4, 5, squeeze the abs. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 40. Pointing those toes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 100. Lower the legs, extend the arms, stretch it out. Legs back up in the air, open the legs. Right touches the left, opens up, left touches right, opens up. Focus on your breathing, point your toes. Throughout most of the class, we want to try to keep our legs pointed, our toes pointed on our legs. So inner thigh, mine are feeling it. Mine are burning, I hope yours are. Abs are nice and tight. We have 8, squeeze the stomach. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck it in, extend the legs straight. Give your hips a breather. I feel like I haven't worked our inner thighs for a long time. See how we feel this week. All right, third set, lift it up, Pilates pulse. Shoulder blades a little higher on this one, ready? Let's go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 50. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give it a break. Reach, stretch back. That's it, Prunella. Nice job. We're going to finish off with these legs up, point the toe, open your legs nice and wide. Right goes to left, opens back up. Left goes to right, opens back up. Tap it over. Keep your stomach muscles engaged. Keep your knees straight as you can. Pointing the toes, breathing. Last 8, last 7, that's it, Julie. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to go into a butterfly stretch and just give those hips and inner thigh a bit of a break. So we're going to press the hands so you're in butterfly, your knees are out to the side, the soles of the feet are touching, and your hands are just gently resting. So bums on the floor for this, but I am going to lift it off the floor. So we're just going to hold this stretch for a second. So again, soles of the feet together, knees open out to the side. And then bring the hands down by your side, knuckles down, palms up. Wrap your shoulder blades together and lift the bum off the floor. So butterfly bridge, the bum doesn't have to be super high off the floor. Just have it hovering over the floor. What I care about the most, and I'm just checking you guys out here, is pushing the soles of the feet together. So we're engaging that inner thigh muscle again. So they're just tortured for the rest of the week. We can all complain about our inner thighs going, oh my God. Holding it here, wrapping the shoulder blades. Eyes closed. Let's just take some nice, slow, deep breaths with the nose. Last 20 seconds. So keeping the bum off the floor, see if you can slowly bring your knees together, bum stays off the floor, enter into your bridge with your thighs touching. So thighs and knees stay glued together, really working the inner thigh muscles here. Once again, you don't have to lift your hips up super high. Make sure your ankles are right under the knees, but it's all about the thighs touching. Thighs and knees touch, touch, touch. Keep them glued. All inner thigh here. We're starting to get into a little bit of your bum, a little bit of your hamstring, but a lot of inner thigh. Holding it here another 30 seconds. If you're feeling it, focus on your breathing. I don't want you squeezing your bum too much on this. I want more focus on the thighs touching. I'll keep reminding you, keep the thighs together. Keep those thighs squeezed together. Almost done. Keep some nice deep breathing going. Keeping the bum off the floor, separate your legs. They're about shoulder width apart. And then what I want you to do is extend the left leg, heel taps on the floor, and then bring it back. Extend the right leg, heel taps on the floor, and then bring it back. So you're just doing these bridge walks with the legs extended, heel touching the floor. Focusing on glutes and hamstrings a little bit more, giving those inner thighs a breather. Again, option to keep the eyes closed here once you have the move and just focus on breathing, breathing, breathing. Nice, slow, controlled tap outs. We have 10. We have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, last 1, and slowly lower the bum down, tuck the knees into the chest, curl yourself up into a little bit of a ball. Kind of going from side to side a bit here. And then I'm going to get you to tuck, so going into our abdominal work, wet your fingers together in front of your left knee, extend the right leg out, point the toes, and we're going to switch. So head and shoulder blades are off the floor. Pull it in, give it a little pause, pull in. And with your stomach muscles here, I want you, it's easy to stick the stomach muscles forward. So try to pull them in, pushing that low back into the floor. Back to your breathing, mouth closed, nice Chantal. To Kendra. Nice and slow with these. Squeeze the abs, your head and shoulder blades a little higher off the floor. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So bend the knees, head, shoulders on the floor now. Going back to our bridge, I'm going to change up the bridge. So what we're going to do is keep the bum down on the floor. Then you're going to lift up and tuck the left knee into the chest. Hover the bum over the floor, lower the leg, and then lift the other leg. So I'm just doing that bridge walk with the knees tucked in. The bum's never landing on the floor, but you really want to lift and lower the hips. So let's really stretch out the hips. from all those exercises early. So you lift them up high and really focus on the bum here. So the leg that's on the floor, squeeze that bum. Lift and drop the hips. Lift the hips, drop the hips. So you're actively lifting up and down with the hips. You got it. Back to your breathing, focus on it. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1, and lower everything down, tuck your knees into your chest. One more abdominal exercise on our back, which we've done before. We're gonna straighten the right leg out and hover it over the floor, left leg up in the air, head and shoulder blades off the floor, hang on to the calf, and then switch legs. So if this bothers your neck or your neck and shoulders are kind of wonky, just lower your head down. You can do the same thing with your head and shoulder blades down. So do what works for you. Listen to your body always. Morning, Natasha, I just saw you there. So keep the abs tight, contracted, low back, press it into the mat. Keeping those legs as straight as you can behind the knees so we go for that nice stretch in the hamstring and calf. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms over your head. We're going to be rolling over on our left side. So rolling over on the left side, supporting your head with your hand. You can lie down or prop yourself up. My legs are hovered over the floor. So my left leg's hovered over the floor, and I'm going to do little kind of feet claps. So I'm getting a lot of obliques. I'm still working your abs here with this exercise, but you're kind of trying to bring the big toes together. For me, it's my bunions touching together. There we go. Yeah, bunions touching. So obliques on the right side should be fired up. So my left leg's never relaxed on the floor. It's always hovered. Yours should be as well. We're going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, should be feeling it up here, 3, 2, one more. Excellent. Legs on the floor, going to a side plank. So we're going to bring the elbow so it's right under the shoulder, hand flat, or you can make a fist. Track your legs. You can stay down on your knees. So level 1 right here. And if you want to add on to that level 1, you could go like this. Level 2 is right here. If you want to add on to level 2, like this. If not, just hold it here. So pull the shoulders away from the ears. Push your hips forward, hold. I'm going to show different variations. Another variation, you can drop the left hips down and lift them up. So you choose what works for you today. Watch that you're not sticking your bum back. Push the hips forward. Hold it there. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. So we're going to do one more set on this side before moving to the other side. So you can cradle your head in your hands, hover the legs over the floor, open the top right leg, and then clap them together. Pointing the toes. So I tend to lean just like back a little bit on this. Feels better for my hip. Again, do what works for you. Either stay completely to the side or you're leaning back on your left butt cheek just a bit. Hovering that leg over the floor, not letting it relax down. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Find your plank on your knees or your toes. Elbow under the shoulder. Holding it here. Lifting and lowering that leg if you want. You pick your version of this. Straighten out that right arm, right overhead. Hips are stacked. Last 10 seconds left. Last one, you got it. Slowly come down, roll over onto your right side. Hover the right leg over the floor with the left, open the left nice and wide, and then clap them together. Looks good. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, find your plank. You're either on your toes or your knee. You have your right knee down or up. Stack your hips, lift the left arm, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Working that right side. Breathe through your nose as best you can. Option to lift and lower the hips if you want to make it harder. Option to lift and lower that left leg if you want to make it harder. You choose. Keep the hips up. Make sure they're not dropping. Last 10 seconds. And slowly lower it down. Cradle the head in the hand. Hover the legs over the floor. Lift the left leg up. Last set for this. Touching those big toes together, opening the feet, opening the legs. Stomach muscles should be engaged here. Squeeze the abs as you're doing this. Contract. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Final plank. Finishing it up. Find your plank. Remember, you have that knee option where you can lift and lower the leg. Stack your hips. Right elbow right under the shoulder. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. You got it. Nice, Ralph. Last 8. And release. Nice job. Roll over onto your stomach. Finish it off with a nice upward facing dog. Stretch out the hips. So find your upper dog. I'm gonna hold it here just for a second. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Lips together, teeth together. Lift your chin. Push away from the floor. And just let the hips sink back to your child's pose for a second. Resting the belly between the thighs. Take 3 nice deep breaths. And lift yourself up. And you are done, folks. Nice job. So if you're starting to feel your inner thigh cramp up in the next day or two, holding a nice butterfly, lying on your back or sitting down is awesome. So, and another stretch you can do once we leave is a hip stretch, because we've gotten a lot of hips in. So this specific stretch, again, especially if you're seated all day, I've said this before, but nice long lunge would be good. So those are the 2 stretches I would suggest today to get in. And thank you for joining. Have a good day at work. Hey, Corinne.